Hi everyone, I'm Flight Sergeant SB. Today we're making signal fires. I'm going to be lighting on fire. You will not be. You're welcome to try and build the structure. But again, do not light it on fire. I do not want your parents coming for me. Just a quick side note, it is raining super hard right now, so if there's background noise, I'm so sorry. There are many things that you can use at home in place of things that you can find in the forest. Like normally, for instance, tinder would be, let's say, moss. You can't really get moss at your house. Hack that I actually do use at cadets, even though sometimes you're not supposed to, is I use Vaseline. Super nasty, but it's okay. Put it on there, and then just stack a little bit more on because this burns super quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to strike your match and on top of it, because this stuff lasts for maybe 10 seconds. As you can see, you have some of your kindling burning right now. Again, you're not building fires at home. So now that you have your kindling in there, you can start stacking your wood in a pattern that lets air get underneath to your flame so you don't suffocate it. And make sure that it has room. Okay, so fast forward a little bit. I do have a little baby fire going right now, so super cool. Make sure you keep your hair and extremities away from it because it is fire and it will burn you. So yeah, that is the basics of making a fire. So now, with further ado, we can get into the more complicated signal fire. Okay, so now that we have the basics of fire down, we can get into more complicated signal fire. So this is my structure. I have little cucumbers on the end because normally I would stick these into the ground so they would stay a little bit more stable. But obviously, all I have right now is concrete, and I don't know about you, but I don't think barbecue sticks would go into the ground. Because what you would use in the forest would be branches, but I don't have branches, so we're gonna make a little bitty one with barbecue sticks, and you're going to lay it out like this, almost like a grill. They are a little tricky and a little frustrating when you're making the structure, I'm not going to lie to you, but once you get it done, it is oddly satisfying because you're like, yeah, I made that by myself, let's go, I can survive in the forest. It's not perfect, that's okay, we're here to learn, right? So now that we have you guys up close, we've done a little bit of improvising, but what I'm using instead of what we use as a base, like dead ferns, I'm using part of a popsicle box because that's what I have available. You're going to put your tinder in the middle of your structure in this little hole here. I actually have some dry leaves too that I got from a dead lemon plant. This would be your actual wood that you are burning, but because it's so small it is technically tinder, but because of scale I'm going to say that it is your fuel. Okay, so now that you have your structure built, everything's on there to build a fire, you can go ahead and strike your match. Bruh. I have trouble striking matches. There we go. So as you can see, my signal fire is starting to catch. So if you want to make it extra smoky, which is the point of a signal fire because you want the smoke to signal to an awe. Okay, so pretend that didn't happen, but the way you would do it is you would grab your greens and you would put them on there because it will make your fire smoky because of the water content that's in there. Might be asking, Flight Sergeant SB, what are you doing with this fire? Well, I'll show you. So because I am at home, as all of you should be, I'm not in immediate danger. So the only rational thing that you can do with a fire at home right now is to roast some mini marshmallows on your mini signal fire. This has been EOM 290.01, how to build a signal fire, as well as much other fun. Again, if you would like to attempt at the structure, go ahead, but please do not light anything in the area because, again, that's very dangerous and we don't do that in our homes. Once again, this has been EOM 290.01. The slideshows will be posted on the Google Classroom. I've been Flight Sergeant SB, and that is the end of your lesson.